Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am so happy to have you here. So if you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by to check out what my channel has to offer. And if you are returning, I want to say thank you so much. No, my name is Tina. I do a lot of different budgeting videos. We do savings challenges, cash stuffing, figuring out what to do with our money. And I'm on a debt-free journey, and you guys know how it goes. So today we are going to be setting up my April 2025 budget. So my goals for this one, and if you have the same goals, is to pretty much be realistic with my numbers and with how much I need to spend, how much I'm going to save, and how much I'm going to be bringing in for income. Sometimes when you have inconsistent income, you don't know exactly what you're going to get. So you have to kind of play kind of close, like a ballpark. But if I'm only getting 500, I'm not going to put I'm going to get 2,000. You know what I mean? So pretty much to stay on track. So that is my goal for today. And I'm going to go into detail to show you guys exactly how I'm going to be doing my April 2025 budget. And my gosh, March has flown by. March is about gone. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, and then also, y'all probably hear the droplets in the background, and it is raining. It would be raining on the day that I want to do this video. But you know, it's nothing that I can do about it, but we're going to get right to it. So let's get into it. The first thing I want to mention to you guys is when you're first starting budgeting, you do not have to be perfect with your budget, and you do not have to have a budget planner. Nuh-uh. You can fill out a notebook, or you can fill out a gridded journal or whatnot. So I just want to stress that to you guys, because sometimes when people do their budget to start off, they feel like they need like a big fancy budget planner. No, you do not. The most important thing that you need is to know
your numbers, know your income, know your expenses.
That's just basically the basics. So once you get the hang of it, go ahead, buy that fancy budget planner, buy that fancy envelopes. Make it fun for yourself. You know what I mean? That is what we're going to be doing. So let's go ahead, let's budget planner, and let's get this started. Let's go ahead and light our candle. And I am right in front of my window, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete this video without the background noise, but we will take a chance at it and we will see how this goes. What we're going to pretty much do is we're going to go to our April section. I want to say March so bad, but we're not going to do that because we are out of March and we are moving into April. So this is my April section in my budget planner. And like I told you guys before, if you are just starting out, you do not need to have a fancy budget planner. Get you a notebook. You can start by going to the dollar store, grab one of those, and then once you advance yourself, move on up and do what you got to do. You know what I mean? So the first thing I have is my monthly budget outlook. This right here is just the whole month in a full view so that I can actually place down my stickers for my budget planner so I'll know when my payments are due for the month. And I just use my sticker book. Now, I don't know. Usually I do my credit card stickers with this one, but I only did Wells, so I don't know why I didn't switch it up. So we're just going to use this. So I am actually going to be putting down my stickers super quick. And we're going to speed this up, and then we're going to go and we're going to talk about it. All right, so we have all of our stickers down, and I am going to put this in the front in my little pocket here. I'm going to keep this so I can keep my, you know what? I'm going to use my little page marker. You know what? I'm going to use my little page marker. All right, so we're going to hold our spot here. And then we're going to flip to the front here. And I'm just going to put this sticker in here. In that pocket. Okay. All right. So let's go back to our page and we can remove that. Okay. So this right here is pretty much just my month in a glance. Like I said, this is where I can just go straight to this calendar and I can see what days what days the bills actually come out, because on my bill tracker that I have, it shows just the numbers, but this shows the days of the week, which I like to actually see. All right, so we have for budget focus, I want to stay, as I said at the beginning of the video, I want to stay on track. And then I want to make sure that I have realistic strategies and goals, because this is so easy to get away from. All right, so in my notes section, I have keep utilizing my shopping list book. And this helps with impulse not needing groceries when I go into the grocery stores. And as you can see, I utilize this little book a lot. I need to put, because most of the time I shop at Kroger's. I might do one for Kroger's and one for Walmart, because you can just put a little label here. But usually I just shop at Kroger's, and I just got $33 off my groceries. I'm trying to figure out how I managed to get that. I'm not sure, but I'll show you here. It says I got that, I think it was yesterday I got it. It popped up on my app. So as you can see, I pretty much utilize my grocery list. And I do pickup a lot, because pickup helps me. This one I had went in the store, but pickup, it helps me so much with not putting extra stuff in my basket. So this is just my grocery list. And I use the heck out of I didn't put my total here, but I use the heck out of my digital coupons, as you can see, and just specials that they have. And then that was my last shopping list. But I utilize that. And then y'all, when I go in the store, I got to be cute, so I have these little I gotta have things matching. So I got these little bags that match with these little totes that I put my little groceries. Most people are like, where you get that bag from?
APinkeClothlife.
Bags that match with these little totes that I put my little groceries. So that's pretty much. And then sometimes if I need like extra notes, like if I get like the sodas, which I shouldn't be drinking sodas, but they're buy like 2 get 3 free. Because sometimes if we have like people over, people drink sodas. Not everybody don't drink sodas. But I just do a sticky note, and I just put what flavors that I want, or flavors that I need. So this is one thing that I have been using that has been helping with spending at the grocery store. All right, so paydays are looking like we got the 11th, and then we got the 25th. So I think it's important for you to write your paydays down. It's important for me, because that way I'll know what days to look for my check. I know it'd be like, girl, you don't know when you get paid. But sometimes if you're in a rush and you ain't thinking, you know, it can be a little bit. So next we're going to move over to our next section, and this is my budget month outlook. I love this page because this right here lets me know what my plans are for the month. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, and this is what this looks like, and we're going to go ahead and talk about it so that we can pretty much know what we got going on. So for my for my last month wins, I had my car savings challenge, and I continue to invest in my Roth IRA. Now my car challenge that I have is going to be this little book here. So every time I finish it, I just take this and put it in my HYSA. This should save $200 every time. I do it at my own pace. I'm not in a rush. But I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Do you think that because of the tariffs and stuff that are going on, do you guys feel like the car prices are going to go up? Because some people say it's going to go up like 25%. So a lot of people are going now purchasing cars, but my car still works fine. Thank you so much. I'm blessed for that. And I feel like I shouldn't get something if it's still working, but just to save just in case for later. So that's what I've been that's one of my last month wins. And then instead, oh gosh, this is for my business. So tax time, bleh. I mean, it wasn't as bad as what it was last year, but I know this is a little bit off situation. Now I get about paying quarterly taxes for your small business. Okay, even though we're not talking about small business, I'm just going to tell you, if you are not doing that now, I would say to go ahead and do it, because that also affects your personal money. I'm just saying. So I learned that I needed to start doing quarterly taxes. So that's what I'm pretty much implementing. And I am putting it everywhere so that I will remember, and I will do it. So from me to you, do it. Just do it. So that is my reason for putting this here. So instead of holding the amount to the pay in my account. I'm just going to go ahead and send quarterly taxes for business. So that's what I got planned, and I put it here so that no matter what I look at, it's bam, bam, bam everywhere. All right. So my no spend goals, I'm going to start in April, no spend. And that is going to be, so I need to go ahead and put that in my planner. And we're going to go to April. And my thing with, okay, so this is what I want to say. So with like my no spend goals, I want to be realistic with this one, because this one right here, I don't want it to stress me out and I don't want it to be like overwhelming. So I want to keep it to a minimum, but I do want to try my hardest to complete a no spend. So for this, I'm just going to pretty much set a goal for, I'm going to just do 10 no spends. And I know there's 30 days in the month, but like I said, I am here to save my money. I'm here to pay off debt. I'm here to not stress myself out about money. That's what I'm here to do. I don't need to add anything like stressing myself out about not finishing any challenges or setting unrealistic goals for myself. And then I know deep down inside it's a no-go, right? So, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to do there. And I am going to actually put this in my no spend envelope. So that's what I got going on there for April. So that will be my no spend there. All right, so that's what we got going on there. Let's move our book back over here. All right, so the next thing for savings goals. Okay, so my focus, so I did good altogether. So I want to save, my goal is for altogether, not good altogether. What the world? So to save 1K just for the whole month. So that's, like I said, I am trying to make April as stress-free as I can. All right, so I want to focus on my vacation binder. So I want to have almost a half of it saved. And that is, I know we're moving back and forth here. So this is my vacation savings. I love this little thing. I switched it out. It was the little smaller lace binder, but this is strawberries. I was about to sing that song, strawberries and, no, peaches and cream. Girl, get out of here. Talking about some strawberries and cream. It's peaches and cream. All right, so this is my vacation binder. Okay, so how this works is basically I just put what I figured out. So every time for cash stuffing, I don't do all of it. I just put some of it, whichever box I check, and then the next time I just wipe it off. So these are just the categories that I have here, and I want to have at least half of it. And I got till July 2025. I'm going to write that here. So that is my due date. My pen is running out. I need a different pen. This thing is old. There. All right, so I'm just going to go through super quick the categories that I have. So I just have the dining out, prep essentials. I have road trip foodies, drinks, gas, condo, hotel, groceries, activities. Because I'm going to be doing some stuff this time. I ain't going to be chilling. Little buddy, I think I'm going to cap him off at 50. He talking about something, he want 80. I'm like, bruh, what are you going to be getting? All right, and then we have shopping, which I would seriously love that. So this is my goal, to get this halfway finished by April. I have till July, but like I said, if I don't meet that goal, I'm okay with it, and I'm not going to, beat myself up for it. Like I said, that's one thing that I think was my issue, my problem, was that I was setting all these goals, but I was doing the most, and if I didn't make the goal, I would get upset, and then that would just, yeah. So for vacation, I used to never go to the beach. I've always thought it was a waste of money. It was, well, not a waste of money. I just didn't understand the concept of why people went to the beach. And because I had never gone as a kid, and I never went even when I got older. So finally, I did get a chance to go to the beach. First, when I went, the ocean was breathtaking. It was kind of to the point where it's kind of like a little bit scary because your girl can't swim. But anyways, but now since I went to the beach a couple of times, I understand how relaxing, how you just need to go somewhere that is kind of like nature and just reset. Sit on the beach. Even if you can't swim, sit on the beach. Enjoy the breeze. Hear the little seagulls. Whatever you want to call it. Is that how they sound? Girl, no. But just sit out there, relax. Sit out there with my Kindle. Just laying out there, and it is so just, I can't even explain it, but it's worth putting money to the side to save for vacation. So if you were like me and never felt like you needed to go on vacation, and I used to hear people say, well, I'm going on a cruise. I'm like, well, go on then. Okay. But now I totally get it. I'm at the beach now, y'all. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's move on. So next we have, holidays and events binder. So this one here, let's move this book back over. All right, so this one here is, I want to focus on summer camp for this one, because this one is going to be, summer camp is for Aiden. What do I got? Oh yeah, summer camp. So this one, I need to start adding a little bit more to it because summer is coming in, gosh, June, July. And, hold on. I think it's July. Yeah. No. It's coming in August. I'm tripping. So it's coming in August. So I want to make sure that I start funding this as much as I can. Even if I don't finish this, I am okay with it, because having some money set aside for summer camp is better than not having any money at all. So that is another thing that I want. I tell myself, and that's what I want you to remember too, is that by you actually having some, because that's like $20 extra that you don't have to look around to find if you need to pay for a bill or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's with that. Ooh, I didn't put my card in the front. I like my card in the front. I don't like it in the back. So that's what and then we do get, oh gosh, I think we get 2 free weeks for summer camp. We get 2 free weeks, so that'll be 2 weeks taken off of there, but I didn't allocate that in that. I'm just saving because that is like every single year. So if you can add and flip it over into the next year, that's super fun. So the next thing I have is to continue with my Lowe's credit card. I kicked myself in the butt for that, but like I said, we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to move on. Don't talk about it, be about it. And then put extra smartly towards debt. So that's what I want to actually pretty much do for that one. Okay, so next I want to continue with Roth IRA contributions. So I do want to contribute like 50 more to my Roth IRA. Now, I could do a lot more, but I don't want to overwhelm myself. And I want to take it step by step, like small steps, because I'm not like an advanced investor. And so the first time when I started doing my Roth IRA, I made the deposits myself. And then when I got comfortable, I grew into setting up automatic payments. So now I'm going to bump it up to $50 extra a month. So that will go for my Roth IRA, and that's automatically deducted from my checking account. And that is what my budget month outlook. And that's why I say like it's just a little page to kind of brainstorm, to kind of do a brain dump, to put your thoughts for your month. Next we have is my monthly bill tracker. So as you can see, I've already put it. Usually I'll write them down, but I said, let me just go ahead and put these down here. So these are all my monthly bills. So basically this is kind of like a real-time checklist checker. What? Check register? Is that what I'm trying to say here? So it's like the paid date. So when I pay it off, I actually put the paid date, and then how much I budgeted for is already the amount. And this should match the amount that's on my calendar here. And then I put how much I actually paid. And then I do paid here. And because I'm like super fancy, I like to do like my paid stickers. So I like to put paid. And then I do have here, like I told you guys, I put this everywhere because Tina, we're not doing this mistake for this year. So on the bottom, I have my quarterly taxes due. And on the bottom here, I have my, where I use the highlighter method, where I highlight whichever color I have and all of my credit cards, add those up. Home utilities, add those up, and this tells me how much I'm spending for the month. Now, I do my paycheck budgets. I already have my cash envelopes, and I did switch to a smaller wallet, a smaller purse. So that's why my wallet's a little bit smaller, but I do love the long ones. So these are just my envelopes, and I just have them listed here for my cash envelopes that I have. And I have that already written down here because I'm trying to do things to make my budget a little bit simpler. Usually I'll have to write it down, but I'm trying to kind of condense. So you have this week here, and then I already have my other week there, the 25th through the 30th. And then I have personal eat out and Joe Beans. I don't know, what did I do with that date? All right, so that is what that is looking like there. All right, so we're going to flip over. And these are extra budget sheets because I only get paid bi-weekly. And if I pay myself through my side hustle enough to do a paycheck budget, then I will use that. These are my weekly expense tracker. I'm working on an expense tracker book that I want to kind of correlate with this. So this is basically just the 1st through the 6th week, 7th through the 13th. And I just track what I spend the 14th through the 20th, 21st through the 27th. And then I have the 28th through the 30th. And then this is my debt snowball plan. But I do have a debt tracker that I use just here, and then I can just tear this off, and it's on the back also, and I can just punch it, and then I can put it into my planner here. And these are just notes there. So this pretty much is my budget in a nutshell. And yeah, so this is how I am setting up, kind of resetting, rethinking, and trying to work smarter and not harder. And that's all for this budget video, guys. So make sure that you join me in the next one, and also subscribe for notifications so that when I pop up with another video, you're there. So thank you guys so much for chilling with me through this video. We are pretty much done. So basically all I wanted you to get out of that video is just stop, do a reset, breathe, look at your numbers, see what works and what didn't work for last month, and then be realistic with your goals, and then realistic with staying on track, because it is easy to get off track. We all do. We're all human. So thank you guys so much for chilling with me. If you have not already, give a thumbs up for the algorithm, right? Algorithm. Go ahead and do it. But guys, all right. So I will catch you in the next one. And thank you guys so much for chilling with me. And until next time, guys, peace.